Making it up as I go. Welcome to another edition of Fit and Fire. I'm Mark, and I really appreciate you guys stopping by. So before we get into the video, I wanted to take a second to say thank y'all. Thank you to all the new subscribers coming to support the channel. I really do appreciate it. If you're interested, I do have a website. That is down in the link below. I've got deals of the day. I've got some news that's popped up in the industry. I have a blog section that's coming up, and then I have a gear section that is a number of things that I use on a daily basis, the things I would like to get my hands on here in the near future, and those links go directly to supporting the channel. So I really do appreciate everybody's help there. In addition, if you are interested in supporting the channel in other means, there is a link down in the description below. By all means, if you'd like to, that'd be great. So let's get into the video. We're talking about precision shooting, and this video I'm going to talk about the rifle that I chose to get into precision shooting. Now, first and foremost, why am I getting into long range and precision shooting? Well, there's a number of different reasons. Number one, I've never been a very good shot. All right, so 250 yards, I'm pretty decent. 300, out past 300, you can forget about it. I won't even take the shot. But I want to get to a point where I'm going to be comfortable in taking shots further than 300, 400, 500, so on and so forth. In my military training, I've only been able to shoot at 300 yards with an M16A2 or an M4A1, those variants of rifles. Now, while I was on tanks, I was a tank gunner, I was able to shoot out to about 1,500 meters, which was a lot of fun, but I'm using a 120 millimeter cannon. It's got a ballistic computer, so all it is really just a video game. So that doesn't count. I digress. Again, why am I getting into it? I want to build that skill. I want to better understand the minutia behind ballistics, calculating how much dope I'm going to need to add or subtract from where my point of aim is on certain distances. I really want to learn the math behind all of that because I kind of geek out on math. It's just one of those things. I'm an analyst during the day, so spreadsheets and all that stuff is a lot of fun for me for some reason. It's really weird. Anyway, so that is one of the major reasons why I'm getting into precision shooting. The other aspect of it is I feel by learning that trade, it may help me into becoming a better shooter when it comes to smaller calibers, whether it be my AR-15 or into my pistols. So those are some of the reasons why I'm getting into it, and it's going to be kind of a journey. I'm going to screw things up. I'm going to make wrong decisions. I'm going to get out and shoot precision shooting competitions here in the near future. There's one coming up here in the next week. I'm not going to be able to make it because of my trip to the NRA annual meeting, but it's something that I'm going to put on my calendars in the future and go out and do it and just have a good time and learn. That's really why I want to do it. Now, let's get into which platform did I choose. Okay, so there are several different options on the market today for you to choose the right platform of long-range shooting rifles that's going to be good for you. I chose the Ruger Precision Rifle in 6.5 Creedmoor, and I have it right here. Here it is. It is quite a beautiful gun. I really do enjoy this rifle. Naturally, of course, it is a bolt action. If you guys aren't familiar with it, by all means, there's a whole bunch of videos out there. Go check it out. Regardless of what caliber it's chambered in, you can watch a number of different review videos that's going to tell you all the fine details on it. I'm not going to get into it because, to be frankly honest with you, I don't really understand it quite yet. So anyway, here it is. It is the Ruger Precision Rifle in 6.5 Creedmoor. That is the round that is on everybody's tongue right now, and I wanted to try it out and see what it was like and kind of compare that to my experiences with 308 and 270 Winchester. Now, this does have the 24-inch barrel. It has a very nice break on the end, and then I have complemented it with the B&T Atlas bipod and their B&T monopod right there, and an Athlon Midas TAC in 6 to 24 by 50 millimeters. So those are the accoutrements on this rifle, and I'm going to get into each and every single one of those details in later videos. This is just kind of an overview of which rifle I checked, which rifle I bought. So let's get into the reasons why I chose this rifle. Now, there are a number of rifles on the market today that you can choose from. The three that I know of that are tops on the list are going to be the Tikka, the Savage precision rifle, and then the Ruger precision rifle. The top two rifles that I was really going to choose from, honestly, was going to be the Ruger and the Savage. And the reason why I went with the Ruger is a couple of different things. These are going to be the points that sold me on this rifle. So the number one reason why I chose the Ruger precision rifle over the Savage 10BA, both in 6.5 Creedmoor, is the magazine compatibility. The Savage uses the AICS style magazine, and those are just fine. However, I don't have any rifles that accept those types of magazines. So what I do have are AR-10s and M1A style magazines, and the Ruger precision rifle takes all three variants, both of the AR-10 style magazine and the M1A or M14 style magazine as well. So that was a huge turn on and why I kind of steered in that direction first and foremost. The second reason why I chose the Ruger over the Savage was the chassis. Now, this is actually a plus for the Savage because the chassis of the firearm is molded out of one entire piece of aluminum, and that makes for a very, very stable platform. It still allows that barrel to free float, so it's going to make for a very, very accurate rifle. However, that rail section that goes around, or the handguard, whatever you want to call it, was just a little bit too short for me. I liked the Ruger precision rifle's handguard, even though it's a separate piece, it still was a bit longer. You could put that Picatinny rail section a little bit further away from the action of the rifle and create a more stable platform for you to shoot from, and that was the next reason why I chose it. The final reason that I chose the Ruger over the Savage was the fact that the Ruger precision rifle's buttstock is a fold-over style buttstock, and that was a major plus for me. And the reason why is, in the future, something that's on my bucket list is to head out to the Rockies, whether it be Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, Montana, somewhere in the Rockies. I'd like to go on a hunt for an elk, and to do so, in some cases, you're going to have to pack your way into an area and hike a number of miles to get into a prime hunting area. The collapsible or fold-over style stock would allow me to put that into my pack and reduce the overall length of the rifle so I wouldn't have a muzzle sticking up over my head, knocking into tree branches or anything like that. So that was an interesting and very positive reason for me to choose the Ruger over the Savage. So with that being said, nothing against the Savage. I know that it is a very capable and very accurate platform, and both of them are right in that budget arena. Now, the Tikka is a standard bolt action rifle, doesn't really have too many bells and whistles with it, but it's also a very affordable and stable platform. All three of those rifles are going to run in right about anywhere between the $899 to $1,200 range, depending on which one you choose, the caliber you choose it in, so on and so forth. So I think for a precision rifle, that is a very sweet spot and allows for a lot of people to get in on a really good rifle. So I've already had this out to the range, and I've already dialed in the scope at 100 yards. The rounds that I've chose will vary just a little bit, but for the most part, point of aim and point of impact at 100 yards is going to be plus 1.6 to 1.9 inches, give or take, depending on the batch and the style of, or the brand of rounds that I used. It's going to run into right around that 1.5 to 2 inch range, somewhere right in there. And let me tell you, I dialed my scope in right about that spot, took it out to 200 yards and hit an 8-inch gong with 10-mile-an-hour crosswinds that would gust up to 14 here just a few days ago and was still able to hit spot on each and every single time at 200 yards. I only missed one round out of 15 and was incredibly surprised of how accurate and how fast that round goes. So the 6.5 Creedmoor right out of the chute has been very positive for me. So I'm really interested to see what the trajectory and the ballistics are going to do for further distances. We're talking 5, 6, 7, up to 1,000 yards. I'm really interested to see how that all works out. So there you have it. That's the precision rifle I chose. I really would like to hear your guys' opinion. Sound off in the comment section down below. Tell me what you think of the Ruger precision rifle. Should I have gone with Savage? Should I have gone with Tikka? Tell me, what are you doing? Are you a precision shooting? I'd really like to hear. Let's open a conversation. And I'm here to learn. I want to learn from you guys. I want to learn from the experts at some of these competitions, so on and so forth. So really super excited about this. Can't wait to get started on this journey, and I would love for you guys to join me on this ride. So that's really all I got for this episode. Thanks so much for swinging by. I sure do appreciate it. Again, thank you for all the new subscribers. Swing by, check out my website and all the different links that I have down below. I really would appreciate it. And as always, I love the support. So here we go. That's it. That's all I got this time. Be prepared to defend yourself. Here comes a high five. You ready? Here we go. If you made it this far in the video, then I'd really appreciate if you guys would consider subscribing. You can do that right here. Or if you want to check out some other videos that I've got going, check them out right here. If you like the hoodies and shirts that I'm wearing, that's Revolutionary Patriot. I got a link to their website down in the description below with a discount code. And as always, keep on dropping those bells and shells. Thanks, y'all.